Okay, are you ready? Chapter 8, Meadowgate, Thursday, October 8. All furniture smushed to east side of studio. Mattress and springs upright against wall. Huge floor cloth arrived yesterday and already down. Canvas arriving tomorrow or Saturday. Irene has worked with his art supplier for years, and he's doing everything possible to make her happy. Harley and Willie are great helpers. They cut a piece of plywood to fit inside the window frame, and will stretch the canvas over the window and all the way to the door and staple it at the edges. Harley said he would be the boss of the job, and Willie was totally relieved. Harley and I will gesso the whole canvas. They're sending a tub of gesso. I don't know what that is really. And we'll use house painters' brushes or rollers. They will send both in case we like one better. All we have to do is brush the gesso on the canvas like you would brush paint on a house, and then let it dry, and I will come back with a wash on top of the gesso. Cynthia and I talked about whether to use burnt sienna or raw sienna for the wash. Raw seems earthier to me. They are sending a gallon, and when that dries, I will sketch in the images, and it all begins. H&W are making scaffolding out in the barn, but the art supplier says a ladder will work. I can work faster on scaffolding with all my stuff up there and not have to keep climbing up and down. We will install the canvas and they'll assemble the scaffolding in the studio. The mountains and sky will require gobs of paint. Irene did the ordering, but Kim is paying for all the supplies. I'm so excited, and Dooley seems to be too. I hope it helps take his mind off the clinic being a total wreck. We have a litter of thrown-away kittens in a box by the kitchen stove, and a sweet little pug named Teddy, who's waiting to be adopted, has a crate in our bedroom at night. And everybody is trooping over here to use the bathroom because I did not have the heart to let Amanda and Blake and Doc Owen use that awful outdoor toilet. Jack and I sat on the floor in the kitchen, and I drew images, and he cut them out, and we moved them around on a piece of cardboard 11 by 14. I think I finally know how to arrange everything in the mural. Mountains and clouds across the entire upper portion. So many mountains it stops the heart, and all the shadows and nuance that mountains require. The elements, Red Truck, the girls, and Choo-Choo Truman, though he doesn't live here anymore, the farm dogs, and Charlie, and the barn, and the shed with the Beamer and Willie's house, and the pond, and the long stand of trees, and the fence posts with their unseeable wires, and the Herschel house way in the background, and our old tractor in the corner of the clinic with a green sign. Jack said, "Put in my swing," so we did, which called for a tree. And put in a bike, he said, in case I get a bike and not a pony. So we will lean a bike against the railing of the glider porch. Put me in, he said, with my dump trucks. I said there are no people in this picture because the people looking at the mural will put themselves in. How will they do that, he said, and on and on and on. A lot of elements in the mural will be placed differently than they are in reality, like the pond, which we can't really see from the house, but we see in the painting. Kim says the point is to deliver the feeling and flow of Meadowgate. I think everything is now in my head in a more organized way, and our parents are praying, and Cynthia will do anything she can to help, and Dooley and Willie and Harley, and I'm on the prayer list in the Pew Bulletin at LC as Lace Kavanaugh facing a welcome challenge. And that is my team. Go team. This should get Jack through way more than a year of a good college. I'm excited about to throw up too. Philippians 4:13. P.S. Dooley picked flowers for me this morning, a branch of witch hazel with its dancing yellow blooms and the last of the blue asters. The Latin for witch hazel is hamamelis and means together. P.S. I have $11.03 in my bank. When you start saving, all of a sudden change starts appearing out of nowhere. The drilling, the jackhammering, the patients wailing in their crates, it was right up there with daily molar extractions. And the mural he was trying to get with the program, because yes, it was a wonderful thing, but Lace's head was somewhere else, trying to whittle that huge project down to a size she could deal with. He wanted to help, but felt helpless. The best he could do was check on the scaffolding project, or take care of the supper dishes, or pick up sandwiches from Jake's. And now Homer was dead. How Homer had lasted beyond the wedding he didn't know. Homer was valiant, that was the word. He had rarely seen such a noble, uncomplaining spirit as he saw in Lucy Bowman's pet pig. He had loved Homer too, and complying with Lucy's wishes, he and Hal had done everything to keep him alive and make him comfortable, and that had likely been wrong. Old age, cancer, dental problems, vision and hearing loss. It was a blessing for Homer to be put down. But Homer had been Lisa's favorite patient, and he hadn't told her yet, and he dreaded it because by some quirk that was completely nuts, he felt guilty. He was walking out to the barn to check on the scaffolding job, Jack running to catch up. "Hey, Dad, I have a great idea." "It's not a good time for great ideas," he snapped. Jack stopped and burst into tears. My God, what was happening? He walked back and stooped down to put his hands on Jack's shoulders. "I'm sorry, buddy, really sorry. It's always a good time for great ideas." Jack looked at him, blinking tears. "What is your great idea? I want to know, please." "I forgot." He picked him up. "From now on, I want to hear all your ideas, okay? Please, every one. Don't stop telling me your great ideas because they're important, really important." Jack didn't know that dads could cry. He put his arms around his dad's neck and squeezed really hard. He felt the softness of his boy's skin against his, the innocence and unguarded love. "You'll run all your ideas by me, okay? And I'll be glad to hear them, okay?" "Okay," said Jack. "Thanks, buddy, thanks." He wiped Jack's tears with the heel of his hand, then wiped his own. "Man, he needed that. Can you give me a smile?" Jack's brown eyes and long lashes, then the smile for his dad. "I remembered my great idea." "Tell me." "I want to be your name." "Jack Brady Tyler Cavanaugh?" "It's too many names. Just Jack Brady Cavanaugh." "Are you sure? You can have it either way." "I don't even need Brady. What is Brady?" "I confess I don't know, but it's a good name." Jack laid his head on his dad's shoulder. "Just Jack Brady and your name," he said, glad to be in his dad's arms. "Our name," said Dooley. "Our name," said Jack. And that's a stopping point. Stay tuned.